going to try to see if this works. Now, I'm going to talk about consumption side economics. But every time I make a video, like in this room, I don't hear any traffic noise. If I listen closely, I can barely hear like a faint whisper of a car. But then when I play my video back, I hear like super loud, like you can't even hear me talk. And in reality, there's no noise here. Like if a little mouse farts in the background, I can't hear it when I'm talking, but I play back the video, but I'm like, what the hell is that noise? Oh, a mouse farted like 2 doors down. Like, I paid over $200 for this camera, so I could have a good camera to use. Because my previous camera that I paid $70 for was shit. Maybe I have to get a smartphone. It's like no matter how much money you spend on stuff, it's junk. It doesn't work right. Just like I have to turn on all the lights, make sure that I have lights all over the place. Or else the camera be blurring and it can't focus because there's not enough light, I guess. It gets to be ridiculous. Like, I don't know where I can go to film. This is a pretty quiet room. Like, I can barely hear something back there. I'll play the video back. I could use this as a spy camera, just point it at the wall. I'll probably hear the neighbors talking, They'll go right through the wall. But it's not going to pick up what I'm saying right in front of it. It baffles me. I'm confused, but... Okay, let's get to the... so now I got to make this video again. So we're going to talk about... what's the key factor to success? Success is 80% getting in with the right people. It's only 10% hard work, 10% being intelligent. Just like I tell you, your individual success is 80% attitude. It's only 10% intelligence or 10% hard work. So we're going to say hard work and hard work is like 5% overall. Intelligence is maybe 5%. But it's hard to put percentages. You have to be intelligent. You can't be a complete mental retard and somehow do what we're doing at the Prosperity Society. You have to be able to understand very simple concepts. But at the same time, you could be Albert Einstein. You could be a genius. And you'll never be successful in life if you don't get in with the right people and you don't have the right attitude. So that's what I mean when I'm saying it's 80% attitude. It's just that you don't have to be that intelligent, just moderately, like a little bit. But I don't meet people who have that little bit of intelligence. I never meet anybody that seems to have a brain. It's like, this is not hard. 8th grade math, simple things. It's so simple. This stuff you can learn in middle school, but they're just dumb. They're dumb and they have bad attitudes and it's like impossible. So that's what I'm saying. You got to get in with the right people. What do I mean by the right people? Do I mean you have to meet rich people that can hand you a welfare check? That can give you a good job? That can give you things? No, you don't need rich people. You just need reliable teammates. That's what I mean by getting in with the right people. You need good teammates. They just need to have a brain and act properly, have the right attitude, and be able to work together as a team, as a cohesive unit. That's all there is to it. So you want to get in with the right people, and you got to understand some basic things like consumption side economics. What does consumption side economics mean? Well, at least in the United States today, and in most places, it's easier to save $1 than it is to make $1. It's easier to save $1 than it is to make $1. Simple. So simple, in fact, I find it absurd that I have to talk about this. But I can't assume that people know anything, because I never meet people that understand simple things. Now, this involves 8th grade math, but what it is, it's applied mathematics. You have to be able to use your intelligence, your IQ, to apply the basic math that you know. For example, I make $12 an hour. When I work 35 hours a week, I make roughly $10 an hour. It'd be $350 on my check. Now, I don't get paid time and a half, so that's not a factor. When I work 45 hours a week, do I make $450? Do you? Do you really think I make $450? Do you? You must not have lived in the world very long if you think I make $450. No, I'll make about $390. I made $40 for 10 hours work. It's $4 an hour. $4 an hour. Poverty wages. Is it worth it for me to work 2 jobs? Is it worth it for me to work 50 hours a week? The only thing I'll get is a sore back, which is what I have. I'm not going to make any money. I mean, I might have an extra $10 at the end of the week. It's not worth it. Why is it? Why are my taxes so high? If you make more money, you're put in a higher tax bracket. And no, I don't get that money back at the end of the year. I pay more taxes at the end of the year, actually. So they're taking more out, but I also pay more at the end of the year too. So let's drop that $4 an hour down to like $3.75. That's how much it's benefiting me. And I meet people who make $20, $30 an hour, and they're like, some of them are doing well in life, but some of them are like, I'm broke, I can't pay my bills. I'm like, how are you broke? You make $30 an hour. But then I realized, like, they're not making $30 an hour, you know, they're making like 15. Half their check is taxed away. Taxes. So it's really hard to work hard and make money. It's hard to get ahead just by working. I mean, you'll get a little bit more on your check, but it's not really a lot. There's not that big of a difference. There is such thing as marginal utility as well. Once your basic bills are paid, then each additional dollar is worth more. But let's not make this too complicated. Basically, on the other hand, it's easy to just get roommates and cut your rent in half, cut your car bill in half, cut your food bill in half. It's a lot easier to cut your bills in half than it is to double your salary. I mean, who's going to pay you $40 an hour? If you want to double your salary from $12, $24 an hour is not doubling it. You'll just pay more taxes. You got to start making $30, $40 an hour to double, you know, what you put in your pocket compared to 12. Just due to the nature of a progressive income tax system and tax deductions and stuff. It's far easier to cut your bills in half. It's actually not even that hard if you have a couple people working together. Buy food in bulk. You can shop at Sam's Club or something, you know. Don't pay retail for anything. But I've met people who make minimum wage and have tons of money. They're able to travel. They go to vacation in Greece. They can go anywhere in the world once a year on vacation. You know, they live a good life. They don't have to work that hard because they live together. They have 4 people living together and they split the bills. By contrast, I meet people that make $30 an hour and they're broke because they're trying to do it on their own. And, you know, people make fun of me when I say, you know, let's buy in bulk. Let's have roommates. You're just weak. That's what weak people do. That's not what millionaires do. It is what they do. Because they understand economics. They understand these basic things. They're able to apply their knowledge. And nobody taught me this, by the way. Nobody taught me, hey, it's easier to save $1. I figured it out myself when I'm like, hey, I work 10 extra hours, I only get $4 an hour on my check. Geez, when I look around and see who's successful, the people that are cutting their costs are successful, not the people trying to double their income. Just, you have to have some degree of intelligence, by the way, but the same is true in business. It's generally easier to save money than it is to make it. And it's just a basic concept. And you have to understand marginal returns that, okay, my 36th hour I work pays less than the 35th hour I worked. Each additional hour I add is benefiting me less and less and less. So the 36th hour, maybe I make $6 an hour. The 37th hour, maybe I make $5 an hour. You know, it keeps going down. That's called marginal return. You know, every hour doesn't pay the same. When I add more hours, is it beneficial to me or is it not? And there's a cost. The cost of the hour for me increases. My back hurts more and more. If I work 36 hours, my back probably hurts twice as much as compared to all the 35 previous hours, you know? Yet I'm getting less and less money and my back's hurting me more and more. And, you know, my life is getting worse and worse because I have no free time. So that's where you can't have a simplified view of the world where, you know, 1 hour of work equals this. There's not. There's something called marginal return. There's something as well called marginal cost. My marginal cost is my back disintegrating. My marginal return is each additional hour pays less and less money due to taxation, due to progressive taxing. So you have to be able to consider those things not only in life but in business. You have to understand those concepts. Economy of scale. That's why if you buy in bulk, it's cheaper. I can buy a 10-gallon jug of mayonnaise, and a spoonful of mayonnaise only costs a penny. If I buy a little thing of mayonnaise, that spoonful of mayonnaise might cost 25 cents. You know, it might be 25 cents an ounce for a little one, it might be a penny an ounce for the big one. It's the same mayonnaise, everything's the same. So if we buy a big jug of mayonnaise and split it up between 10 people, we save money. It's the same with a house. A 2,000 square foot, 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom house does not cost double of a 1,000 1-bedroom, 1-bath house. Marginal cost. It's cheaper to buy in bulk. It's cheaper to buy a big house than it is to buy a small one. Economy of scale, pulling your money together. That's why it makes sense to do so. If you can't figure these things out for yourself, then we have a problem. I don't think you're compatible with the Prosperity Society. But I'm trying my best to explain these basic concepts. Because the funny thing is, they make fun of me. They think I'm stupid. They think I'm the stupid one when I'm like, let's buy in bulk, let's have roommates. Roommates are weak, they're stupid. You're dumb. Like, no, roommates are not weak and stupid. Graduate students at the University of Cincinnati do this. They pay like $200 a month rent and they live in a nice expensive neighborhood in a big nice home, and they have plenty of space and privacy because they're renting out a 6-bedroom house, like 6-bedroom brick house with 3 floors on it. By the time you split the cost between 6 people, it's only $200 a piece. Whereas if you buy an apartment or you rent an apartment in the ghetto, it costs you more. They're paying less money, like Donald Trump says. You're paying less money and you're getting more. You're getting more for less. And that's called group buying. You're pulling your money together to buy things. So hopefully you'll understand that. Thank you for your time.